Welcome back to our in-depth tutorial on mastering the uniform customs and practices for documentary credit or UCP 600. In this segment, we will explore each article and definition of UCP 600 with practical examples and detailed explanation to help you grasp the intricacies of international trade finance. So, let's get started. Article 1 of UCP 600. Application of UCP. The Uniform Customs and Practice of Documentary Credit 2007 revision ICC publication number 600 are rules that apply to any documentary credit, including to the extent to which they may applicable any standby letter of credit. When the test of the credit expressly indicate that it is subject to these rules, they are binding on all parties thereinto unless expressly modified or excluded by the credit. So, Article 1 of UCP 600 sets the stage by defining its scope of application. Essentially, it states that these rules govern any documentary credit, including standby letter of credit, explicitly subject to them in credit test. This means that whenever you encounter a credit that expressly mention its adherence to UCP 600, these rules come into play, guiding the actions and obligations of all parties involved, unless otherwise modified or excluded by the credit itself. Article 2. Definitions. Now let's delve into Article 2, which provides crucial definitions essential for understanding UCP 600. Let's break down some key terms with examples. First one, advising bank. Advising bank means the bank that advises the credit at the request of the issuing bank. Imagine you are a company in the United States and you have just requested a letter of credit from a bank to facilitate trade transaction with a supplier in Germany. The bank in Germany that receives and forwards the credit to your supplier is the advising bank. Next one, applicant. Applicant means the party on whose request the credit is issued. Continuing with your previous example, you as the company in the United States are the applicant since you initiated the request for letter of credit. Third one, banking day. Banking day means a day in which bank is regularly opened at a place at which an act subject to these rules is to be performed. Suppose you are in Dubai and you need to present a document to your bank for a letter of credit transaction. A banking day in Dubai would be the day when the bank is open for businesses, typically from Sunday to Thursday. Next one, beneficiary. Beneficiary means the party in whose favor a credit is issued. In your scenario, the supplier in Germany who will receive payment under the letter of credit is the beneficiary. Let's see some more definitions. Complying presentation means a presentation that is in accordance with the terms and conditions of the credit. The applicable provisions of these rules, that means UCP, and international standard banking practice. Let's say your supplier submit all required documents precisely as specified in the letter of credit terms. Their presentation would be considered complying, meeting the conditions outlined in UCP 600 and ISBP. Next one, confirmation. Confirmation means a definite undertaking of the confirming bank, in addition to that of the issuing bank, to honor or negotiate a complying presentation. If a confirming bank, let's say a bank in United States, add its confirmation to a letter of credit issued by a bank in Germany, it undertakes to honor or negotiate complying presentation from the beneficiary, providing an additional layer of assurance. So let's see what is a confirming bank. Confirming bank means the bank that adds its confirmation to the credit upon issuing bank's authorization or request. In your example, the bank in the United States that adds confirmation to the letter of credit is the confirmation bank. Let's see what credit means. Credit means any arrangement, however named or described, that is irrevocable and thereby constitute a definite undertaking of the issuing bank to honor a complying presentation. So, when a bank in Germany issues a letter of credit to facilitate your trade transaction with the supplier, it establishes an irrevocable arrangement obligating the bank to honor complying presentation from the beneficiary. So, what is honor means? Honor means A. To pay a site of the credit is available by site payment. Second, to incur a deferred payment undertaking and pay at maturity if the credit is available by deferred payment. C. To accept a bill of exchange or otherwise known as a draft drawn by the beneficiary and pay at maturity if the credit is available by acceptance. Suppose the letter of credit stipulates site payment, meaning a payment is due immediately upon presentation of the complying document. If the bank fulfills this obligation promptly, it honors the credit. When we talk about honor in the context of the letter of credit, it refers to the issuing bank's obligation to fulfill its payment commitment. This can happen in different ways depending on the terms of the credit. For example, if the credit is available by site payment, the bank may honor the payment by paying at site. Alternatively, if it is available by deferred payment, the bank may incur a deferred payment undertaking and pay at maturity. In the case of acceptance, the bank may accept the bill of exchange drawn by the beneficiary and pay at maturity. Now let's see what is an issuing bank. Issuing bank means the bank that issues a credit at the request of the applicant or its own behalf. In your scenario, the bank in Germany that initiates the letter of credit is the issuing bank. Let's see what is negotiation. Negotiation means the purchase of the nominated bank's draft and or documents under a complying presentation by advancing or agreeing to advance funds to beneficiary or on behalf of the banking day on which reimbursement is due to a nominated bank. Negotiation in the context of a letter of credit refers to the process of nominated banks purchasing draft or document under a complying presentation. This typically involves a nominated bank advancing funds to the beneficiary. Imagine a situation where a beneficiary presents all required documents to the nominated bank, which then agrees to advance fund to the beneficiary before the reimbursement is due to the nominated bank. Nominated bank means the bank which the credit is available by any bank in the case of the credit available by any bank. For instance, if a letter of credit specifies a nominated bank in the beneficiary's country, that bank becomes responsible for handling the presentation and negotiation of documents. Presentation means either the delivery of documents under the credit to issuing bank or nominated bank or the documents so delivered. Presenter means a beneficiary, bank or other party that makes a presentation. For example, if a beneficiary submits all required shipping documents to a nominated bank, they become the presenter in this contest. Understanding these key terms is essential for anyone involved in international trade finance. Article 3 clarifies interpretations to ensure consistency and understanding. Let's shed light on some key points with practical insights. For the purpose of these rules, where applicable, the words in singular include the plural and in plural include singular. That means, if the credit mentions shipment without specifying singular or plural, it encompasses both single and multiple shipments. Irrevocable nature of credit. A credit is irrevocable even if there is no indication to that effect. Even if a letter of credit does not explicitly state that it is irrevocable status, it is considered as such under UCP 600, providing security to the beneficiary. A document may be signed by handwriting, facsimile signature, perforated signature, stamp, symbol, or any other mechanical or electronic method of authentication. So, authentication of documents. Any method of signature, whether handwritten or electronic, is acceptable for document authentication. Branches of banks. Branches of a bank in different countries are considered to be separate banks. Each branch of the bank in different countries is treated as a distinct entity under UCP 600. Terms such as first class, well known, qualified, independent, official, competent, or local used to describe the issuer of a document allows any issuer except the beneficiary to issue that document. Also, unless required to be used in a document, words such as prompt, immediately, as soon as possible will be disregarded. The expression on or about or similar will be interpreted as a stipulation that an event is to occur during a period of 5 calendar days before until 5 calendar days after the specified date, both start and end dates included. The words to, until, till, from, and between, when used to determine period of shipment, include the date or dates mentioned, and the words before and after exclude the date mentioned. The words from and after, when used to determine the maturity date, exclude date mentioned. The terms first half and second half of the month shall be constructed respectively as the first to 15 and 16 to last day of the month, all dates inclusive. The terms beginning, middle, and end of the month shall be constructed respectively as the first to 10th, the 11th to 12th, and the 21st to last day of the month. All dates are inclusive. Congratulations! You have now mastered the fundamentals of UCP 600, equipped with practical examples and detailed explanations. By understanding these articles and definition, you are better prepared to navigate the complexities of international trade finance. If you found this tutorial helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable insights. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.